Thank you for all the excitement. Let's hear it, guys.
There's a microphone up there for you. Alright. That's all for you this month.
You set it up as if I'm doing stand-up with my dick. Welcome to Mr. Peabody. Sorry, I got the urge to pee. Sorry. My name is, actually, he mispronounced my name. He said, welcome, I'm saying hello or round of applause for Islam. My name is actually Eslam. It's the same thing as the religion. I was named after the religion. Thank you. Hold the applause, please. Don't get so excited. And I was born in Iran. You're shitting your pants right now, right? And I was born Muslim. Thank you, thank you. Hold the applause, please. Now I know what you're thinking. He's gonna blow himself up if you don't laugh at his jokes, right? You got excited. You have another terrorist that heard the bombs and woo woo. So being named Islam, Muslim, and Iranian, I'm a triple threat to Homeland Security and Donald Trump and the Republicans. Any Trump fans here? Anybody who can hear me? Is this thing on? I was diagnosed with PTSD, post-Trump speech, tweet, stress disorder. Thank you. And also, I lost 35 pounds. Thank you. It took me 47 years, but I lost it finally. So, when we won the Academy Award, nobody would talk to me before, but the day we won it, the after, everyone wanted to take pictures with me and take autographs from me. So it sort of goes to your head that you have some hot shit after this, especially if you're an actor. So I was a few days later, I was at a mall going to get coffee for me and my wife. A little kid grabbed me by my right leg. I turn around, it's his mother and him, and it was St. Patrick's Day. I was wearing green, and I said, hi. He goes, I love you. And I said, well, I love you back. What's your name? Kevin. And the mother was, Kevin, leave the lunch young man alone. And I was like, no, that's okay, man, that's okay. And he said, can I take a picture with you? And I said, yeah. The age of the fans is getting younger and younger. So we took 5 pictures, and I said, can I have one of them? He goes, I don't know. I said, well, what are you going to do with them? He said, I can't wait to show this picture to all of my friends, and I tell them I met Shrek. I had a bigger belly because I was in the makeup. I wanted to men had played John Lennon. And I was wearing green on the St. Patrick's Day, but my head was not green. He goes, how come your head is not green? I said, well, I was taking a shower this morning, the paint started running off, so So where's everybody from here? Where are you from, sir?
Chicago.
And you what?
Where was I born or where am I in?
You were born in a hospital, I'm assuming.
That's correct. What time?
I wasn't there because I didn't get your mom pregnant. What? Was she a good lady?
No, I wanted to become Islamic somehow.
Oh, you wanted to become Islamic? Yeah. There's not much fun in being Islam. When I'm at the airport, they always say it's random search. So they look at my passport, like cartoon double take, they go like, your name is Islam? I said, no, it's Eslam. And you're from Iran? I go, Iran? You make it sound like it's fucking track and field. No, it's Iran. He goes, Iran. I said, no, I'll misspell it for you. 3rd grade education, security officer, E-R-U-N, Iran. He goes, that's where Saddam Hussein was, right? Like, no, that's Iraq. That's a totally different country. You attacked the wrong country. Iran is the one with the weapons of mass destruction. So it was like, all right, come with us, sir. And I was like, where? He was like, just follow us. You don't mess with them. I go there and say, would you mind removing your clothes? I'm like, why? Well, do it, sir. You're going to remove your underwear, please. Like, you're not going to find Osama bin Laden for weapons of mass destruction out my ass. And when you joke with them, they make you do the Iranian Macarena. Have you seen the Iranian Macarena? Thank you. When I came to America, I landed in New York. And over there, I didn't know anybody, and I didn't speak the language. So one of my fellow countrymen said, why don't you go to where nobody speaks English? So I got a ticket to come to Los Angeles. And because I was not rich and Jewish enough, I ended up in Reseda Boulevard. I don't know if you've ever been there, it's like the project. So I got this apartment which had a lot of roaches. And I didn't speak English very well. Roaches Any Persians here know how you say cockroach in Farsi, Iranian? Sir, do you speak Farsi?
Yeah.
How do you say cockroach in Farsi?
Susk.
Susk. S-O-O-S-K. So I called my landlord, who was a tall black man. Well, back then they were called black, now it's African American. So I said, Mr. Jackson, he goes, yeah, what do you want, goddamn Arab? I said, oh, no, we are not Arab. He goes, yeah, you are to me. And I said, no, we don't live in the desert. We don't eat crickets and lizards unless they're glass kosher. You know what the difference between kosher and not kosher? $75. So I told him, we have, with a big Persian accent, we have a big problem in our apartment. Like, what's wrong with your apartment? We have, and I didn't know the word cockroach. I said, we have very many animals in this apartment. Animals. This is an open building. You have to pay $25 extra per pet. I said, okay, Mr. Jackson, I doesn't spoke England too good. Come tonight, 8 o'clock, when the weather is dark outside. I'll show you. So we go, 8 o'clock comes to the door, rings the doorbell and said, who is it? He goes, it's me, stupid Jackson. I said, okay, Mr. Stupid Jackson. And then I open the door, he comes in, the lights are out. Why? Because roaches come out in the dark, and when you turn the light on, you being from Chicago, you know this, right? There's lots of roaches there. So he goes, what's going on? I said, I'll show you. Ready? He goes, yes, I am. So I took him, imagine, tall black man, me, taking him to a dark room. And I said, okay, 1, 2, 3. I turned the lights on. And roaches were going everywhere. And I said, see, right there. He goes, oh, Jesus. And I thought that was its name. I said, yes, Mr. Jackson, we have Jesus everywhere. Thank you. So, anyway, I don't want to talk too much about Jesus because I personally believe all Christians and Muslims should be thankful that Jesus came along, because there's an old American saying that says, go ahead, if you're proud of Jesus, clap louder. So we got 4 Christians, the rest are Jews. No, I love the sound of applause. At least the 5 people that are closer to the stage are paying attention. How you guys doing? You're the latecomers. Where are you from? Palm Desert. You came this far to see me. Thank you. I love you. So, as I was saying, I love Jesus, and I think all Muslims and Christians should be thankful that Jesus came along. You know why? Because there's an old American saying that says, roses are reddish, violets are bluish. I did not wait for Jesus, we'd all be Jewish. Thank you. And how much time do I have here? I'm good? Thank you. Well, so you're going to have to suffer a little longer. I was going out with this Chinese girl who was a waitress in a Chinese restaurant. And one night, he started getting heavy into it. I said, I want 69. She goes, oh, that's sweet and sour chicken with wonton soup. I'll bring you some right now. Thank you. And she was not that well informed when it came to coitus. So I said, honey, would you mind going down? He goes, you want water from the refrigerator? I said, no. Going down. He goes, I don't understand. So I was just going, I said, okay, that's fine. The next day when I was going to work, I gave her a bowl of ketchup and I said, why don't you practice with this? And tonight, we're going to have a great time. So I came back home that night. I said, did you practice? He goes, yeah. I said, are you ready? It kind of looks painful. And I said, oh, hurt me as much as you can. So I dropped my pants, she grabbed me, and she started going like. Thank you. So I get into the people's mind by asking them, where are you from? Where is Yucca Valley? Is that where when you eat something and it tastes like shit, you go like, yuck? How about your friend, is that a scarecrow? Is that person? Oh, from Yucca Valley. How you doing, sir? What would you do with it if you had a brain? I think he's got Alzheimer's. He already knows he has no idea. You know, there's an advantage to having Alzheimer's. There are 3 advantages. Number 1, every day is a new day for you. Number 2, you can plan your own surprise birthday party. And number 3, what was I talking about? You wrote it down. When did you give it to me?
Can I get you talk more about me? If you don't know, the Aryan people are the whitest people in that area of the world.
That is true.
Their name means Aryan.
Right. The Iranians are Aryan, and a lot of them, when the Arabs started attacking Iran, trying to bring Islam, they migrated to Germany and that area. That's why Germans are Aryans as well. Which reminds me, Iran, this is a geography lesson for you guys tonight, because I know you were educated in America. You have no clue where the other countries are, right? Iran used to be called Pars. That was funny. Geometry. Geography. Were you educated in America, Sarah? Yeah. Are there any schools in Yucca Valley? Say it again? Oh yeah. You're in George Bush era, right? You were in George Bush, the president? Or were you were too young for that?
Yeah, I was barely even here during Obama.
Oh, okay. Well, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming here and confusing geometry with geography. I won't hold it against you because you're an American citizen, and American citizens are not expected to perform in geometry, geography. Either of them? Wow, you're horrible, huh?
What do you know about San Francisco?
San Francisco? Beautiful city, but it's one city that it's weird. They have a great football team, but you can tell what religion the players are with how pants their tights are. Who's Catholic and who's not. How pants yeah. You watch football very closely. On your phone so you can zoom in. No, San Francisco is weird. If you get hired in a football team as a tight end, by the end of your career, you leave as a loose. You know where I'm going with this. So everyone said, like, America's had all kinds of presidents. I mean, they had the white president and they had the black president. It's time, and everyone was pushing for Pete Buttigieg, who was openly gay, to become president, but he didn't. But I'm like, you don't have to worry about it not having a gay president. You already have one. We do. Have you noticed? Trump loves the village people and YMCA. And they're playing YMCA. What is he doing? He looks like he's giving a hand job to two guys at the same time. Thank you very much. Please do not hold the laughter inside, because if I pressure you fart and it's going to be embarrassing. So, what else? What's in the news that we should talk? Another round of applause for Mike. And you see the look on his face? This couple were getting a divorce, and the divorce case doesn't make the news normally. So the reason he made the news is the guy was divorcing his wife because he paid for 2 pairs of breast augmentation. She got development surgery, and the first guy who got to test drive them was her lover, not the husband. The husband found out, and now they're getting a divorce. But again, this is not a big case. What he was claiming was he wanted the silicone back. I'm like, what the hell are you going to do with that? You're going to put it on the mantle? It's just like 2 plastic water bottles. You're going to admire it? The beauty of that silicone is the carrying case. This guy, if he was smart, he would say, Your Honor, I have no problem with her keeping the silicones. I paid for these, $10,000 each. They're like my babies. Every other weekend, I want visitation right. So, are you having a good time? Then tell that to your faces so I can enjoy it. Are you having a good time?
Yeah!
How's the food?
So good.
So good. And I'm 66 years old. Can you believe it? Thank you. My wife said the same thing, but then she turned like, believe it. I have to resize it. I've lost 66 pounds. 87 pounds, sorry. It took me a year and a half that I've lost it. I mean, if I witness. As soon as I get rid of the belly, I look like an dunce. In America, when you turn 65, you don't have to work anymore. You know why? So you have time to go to your all damn doctors. Am I right, Mike? So, that's it. I had the most racist dream ever. I did. In my dream, a white guy with a perfect English accent and a black guy were arguing over whether God is black or white. I want to California. The white guy says, what are you talking about? Of course God is white. Now man, God is black. I am telling you, God is white. Look at all the pictures of Jesus. God is black, man. Jesus was born in Africa. God is white. God is black. So they decided to go to Mount Everest, highest place on earth, to be close to God. So, the Viagra wore off. They take their argument to Mount Everest, started yelling at God, 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 God! The voice comes from behind the cloud, but what is it, my children? The white guy with a perfect English accent says, God, we were wondering whether you are black or white. And that guy says, yeah, man, which one is you? And God did not want to offend either one of his children. He said, I am what I am. The white guy started jumping, yes, 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 God is white. Like I said, man, how the hell did you get he's white? He said, I am what I am. And the white guy says, if you put black, he would have said, I is what I is. That's what I is, God. Shit. Anyway, thank you for the microphone. When I was in college, I used to be part of a loser group. Me, Juan, and Tyrone. Black and white. Well, you can figure out which one was which. So, we were at a party, and they were like, hey, Anthony. Because Eslam in English translates to Anthony. I said, yes. I said, you want to get high? What? You want to get high? I don't understand. Do you want to get stoned? Stoned? No, I did not have sex with a married woman, and we are not married. Why do I get stoned? But no, you want to get high? I said, what? Hi. I said, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. And they were like, no, stupid. You want to smoke some grass? You want some grass? And I said, no, I like beef. I'm not a vegetarian. And he goes, okay, here. And we started smoking weed. Juan took the first puff, Tyrone the second, and I had to come in. Juan takes a puff and goes, I thought he was choking, so I get behind him, doing a Heimlich maneuver, and he goes, get off me, man, shit, he killed the buzz. And like, okay. He goes, well, Jesus had to be Mexican, because his name was Jesus. His mother didn't know who his father was. There was always trouble with the law. And Tyrone grabbed him and goes, no, man, shit. Jesus wasn't Mexican, he was black because he called everybody brother. And he never had a permanent job or address. I told you it was a racist creed. And nobody would ever hire him. And I'm like, what the hell? When you get hot, you do shit that don't make no sense, right, sir? Alright? So I said, Jesus was not Mexican, he was not black either. He was Persian, I prove it to you. And if you argue with me, I take you hostage. Jesus was Persian because he lived in his mother's house. He was 32 years old. He went in the same business as his father. And just like every Persian boy, he thinks his mother is a virgin. And his mother thinks his son is God's gift to the world. And no woman on earth, Pluto, Mars, Moon, is ever worthy of her son. That's why I think Jesus was chosen. Thank you very much for your attention. I had a great time. I hope you did as well. And if I may give an advice as an older person, except for this guy, who's older than me, please, if you drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. Because you might hit a speed bump and you'll spill that damn drink. That's a total waste. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And